So, hello, my friend. This is an PayPal developer. It is an nothing. Just this website is an documentation. If you want to integrate PayPal service in your website or in anything in your app or anywhere in your e-commerce website, so how you can integrate it? For that, today we try to see the fields, the create order fields. Here we can see that the create order field and the important things which we have to mention or which we have to use in our system to make the API call to PayPal system. So as we start from the create order, the header parameter, we try to learn it, try to see it, and have already made that the Excel sheet. So we just go through this Excel sheet and add the field here. Normally we do that, but for now just we only see that, and with the help of that Excel sheet. So here I you can see that here I made the fields like field description, requirement, data source, and value. Okay, the field means the main name, the which we have to use the functionality in our system, and the description the about that functionality, and their requirement. Yeah, if their requirement we add it, and if not we not add it. The simply things, some things are a little bit optional also. And then data source, from where we get, we have to send that or we receive from the PayPal, and their value. Okay. So as you can see that the header parameter, the first we go to through the header parameter. So we can see that the PayPal request ID, but this is not compulsory required. We see first the things which are compulsory. So here, authorization required, the compulsory thing. The content type is compulsory. Okay. So as you can see that I mentioned these two fields, authorization and content type. Okay, authorization and content type. Okay. And now we see something, the two their descriptions. Okay. Now what they are: to make REST API call, include the bearer token in the header with the barrier with the bearer authentication scheme. Okay. Simply they are trying to say that if you want to, if you want to like take want to access token, then you have to take. We go, when we pass this the curl request. Okay, we got the access token. Okay, this request when we pass, we got the access token. Okay, so like that, here we can see that the header parameter. And now first we go through the things which are required, which are essential. So we can see that to make the authorization, to make the API calls including bearer token in the header with the bearer authentication scheme. So as I mentioned in this video, the in just in introduction part, the curl request we send here, the Vera token is there, and from because of that we get a response, and in the response we get the access token. So first we have to pass the authorization. Okay, then the content type. What is content type? The media type required for operation with request body. The value is application format, like in JSON format. Okay, so we have to pass the content type. This is the content type. Okay, this is the where the uh, like where. Okay, so and this is the ID. And the three things we can see in this, and these three things we have to mention in header. So as we can, you can see that the authorization, the content type, and the people request ID. The ID is necessary to identify anything, any object. Okay, so for that we give this ID also, one field ID of also. And now we go through the other things. Okay, no problem. As we first we can see that There's a many things like now the intent, the it is another field, and which there is an array also. Okay, this array also there are two other fields also in that array. So first we go through the intent. What is this? So as we go, no, first we try to see these things like purchase unit. Here we can see that, is there in any purchase unit? Yeah, this is the purchase unit, and this purchase unit there are also some more things. Okay, so we go through that the purchase unit. So first we go to our Excel sheet and we can see that the request body. Again, the second field we made, and the first field is purchase unit. And we go through the documentation first. An array of purchase unit. Okay, here we can see that there is an array. This is the array. Yeah, and what is written there? An array of purchase unit. Each purchase unit establishes a content between a payer and the payee. Each purchase unit represents either a full or partial order that the payer instead of purchasing from the payee. So we can see that there is a reference field amount, and that amount the country currency code, and then the value. So purchase unit mainly have a three field, and we can go through this field also. Yeah, these fields. There are other fields also, like in array we can use the reference ID that is already mentioned there. Description about the I think which type of description, the purchase description or the maximum length, many thing, unnecessary thing, but the main things, the amount, because then only the request go to PayPal and it transfer these that money to our account or some anywhere else. Okay, so as we can see that, we see that this amount and reference amount also have a two fields, the currency code and the value. So as we go to the amount field, we can see that, yeah, the currency code and the value. And here the currency for the required number of decimal places for the currency code, the if you go through this link you get some more information about the currency, which type of currency can make which type of payment, like how much decimal you can allow. And like if you go to Indian currency, then there is a no place for decimal. You have to deal with just integer also only. And the currency code, from here you can get the currency code of the country. How you manage that, we can discuss in our system when we try to develop these things. Okay. Okay, so in payment resource we can go through the many things, and as we in request purchase unit. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forget it. In purchase unit we go to, and it is a required thing, so we place yes. And the e-commerce processing with like this thing provided by us, this all information I we send to people, and according to that it action, just take action. Okay, now the other things what, as we go purchase be completed. Now the intent. What is this intent? As we try to see that, where is intent? Yeah, this is the intent. So the intent of either capture payment immediately or authorize, like when you send a request. So how the reaction of people is, what the reaction of people for that? It capture it immediately or authorize. Like it capture means the payment matlab means the payment immediately happen, or the authorization, like we make the payment but the amount not go immediately. It take some time. It is an authorized, it is a type of something else, like in it is in go through when you do businesses, these terms are used, and these related to some different type of things. Okay, like other promises related to our deals. Okay, so we don't go some detail on it, but this thing, you, if you want to try to that use the internet and go through this, what is the main. Now as we go, these things we completed. Now the payment source. Okay, here here we go. Amount, currency code, value, and breakdown. We completed. Breakdown is optional. Okay, as we go here, so we can see that these things are here, and other things are like mm, uh, yeah, amount, currency code, value, and this breakdown. The three things are. Oh, the bottom breakdown, breakdown, the amount breakdown provided details such as the total item amount. Matlab total, if you suppose in your e-commerce website somebody want to buy two three products at the same time, then there is the option you have to make separate payment for them or to overall payment. So breakdown is for that. Okay, now we go through this breakdowns. Now we come to intent, I think, or I think we completed the intent. Yeah, or not. Yeah, so what we can go through. Yeah, I think the amount is completed, the intent is completed. Okay, the intent is completed. And now payment resource. So go to payment resource. This is the payment resource. Why we have to go pay for payment resource? As you can see here, in this there is a payment resource and then many things in there, many information. So this thing is not necessary to provide because here they did not write the required, this annotation they're not giving, so it is not necessary to record. But then also, if the information provided for something, then it is good. I think they want to say that if you provide me the information, the process will be more smooth. So we go through the payment resource. Okay, we go to the payment resource and we can see that there is a PayPal, and PayPal there is an experience content, and experience content there is too many things. So first we have to first I make their list. You can see that, and then I go through one by one. So the PayPal, you can see that the PayPal, then the experience contest, and then brand name. Then these things are all come in experience contest. You can see that experience contest, and there are many things like payment method preference, brand name, local, landing page, shipping preference, user action, return URL, cancel. These things are there. Okay. So we go through one by one to all of the fields. Okay, where we are, where we are. As I open, yeah, the payment source. Okay, go to, as we can, payment source, then PayPal. Yeah, so here is PayPal. Okay, go through. Now after PayPal, experience contest. So go to experience contest. Yeah, so here we are. Up now the brand name. Yeah, you can see that there is many fields. The brand name, payment method preference up first, the immediate payment. So we go through the everything. Okay, so first we go to experience contest. Okay, experience contest, then the experience contest, and we go through the brand name. We have to need to provide the brand name or not. So the level that override the business name, like the brand name is like our e-commerce website. So if we provide our name with the all in other information, then it's good. It can identify to which customer it is dealing. Yeah, then the shipping preference. You go through the documentation or go through the sample, the shipping, where shipping preference. Yeah, set provided address, like if you like देखो, every customer which deals with the PayPal payment system, it's have account on PayPal system also. So the one address they are also stored, I think, and one address we can also provide. So for that we get the two addresses, and for that we can explore about our customer more. So for that, if we explore more, we can know about our customer more and we can provide them more services. So this thing is good. In that there is a two things: get from file and no shipping. And set provide the address, like we can get from file also. This I what I say, it's for get from file. It is provided by the PayPal system. This address provided by the PayPal system. This is good for us. And the other thing, the landing page. What is this? Landing page is that when you click to the place order, like anything what you give to your e-commerce website in front end, what you give, which type of button, that from that in PayPal system, where you have to land the customer on login page, on guest checkout page, or in no preference page. There are other many types. Like in, if you go to, if the customer when they click, they go to login page. If you want to want you if you want to them, the customer have to go first login page, then he go to login page, he login it. And the time is like customer also can bore of it, and it will I think cancel the request, or I think it go to another website. Yeah, so we have to do the things which are benefit for us or for customer also. So for that, most probably, if I am there, we use the get checkout. Just simply that go to get checkout and just simply fat ask for payment. Khatam. The user action. What is this? As we go through here, so what we saying, user action, pay now. The user, simple thing, you pay current, just right now. Okay, the simple thing. Okay, so a user action, what should be it? It's probably the pay now. This a time, a time. Okay, so where I get, where we are? Yeah, user action. Now, payment method preference. What is the payment method? Unrestricted, immediate payment. भाई अब भी करो आप, अब भी करो. Did the information be sent to the that the payment should be right now, not it is unrestricted or say anything as that. We need, and the return URL and the cancel URL. These things for just go through the back, come back, or try to, if you want to cancel the request. These things. So as we can go through the all length, and here I write the description also, like brand name which identified our ecom client. Yeah, I already said that. Shipping preference, get from, or what. Yeah, I write there the get from file. We want the address from paper. Yeah, and the landing page, login, guest checkout, the login. Just go through the login. Okay. The continue, user action, continue or pay now. So the pay now, not continue. The what the payment method? Payment method should be unrestricted or immediate to immediate, local. So just yeah, the from where you are, simply these things, and these things also. And now, as we can mention there, these things are required, the necessary things. Without them you can't go through the PayPal system. So these two things are required, and then in request body these things are required. Okay, you can do your like your transaction or your deal with the only two three things. These two things, like authorization and content. But if you provide these things, then it will be more smooth and more helpful for people also, for us also. Okay, so this is the this not in a correct manner. I think I am little bit inexperienced, but then also this is how I saw how we can study the documentation of any other services, and how we can go through that. So, thank you for this. We analyze and we see how I made this. API or this backend program where I sending request. I think I made the request REST API to take a token, take access token, and it's all about the PayPal integration. This I only make for my practice purpose. So we see how much packages I use and what their uses, how much packages I make, and what is every package, what it's need to make them. And other thing, we also see that which package need to be, why we need to made, or where we need to made. Okay, so as we continue, we start with the payments package. So here we can see that the payments, this is the main package, and here the main Java class, from where you can run any, like in every Java program you need a main class from where the all classes run, starting of, or I think we can say that the get of a Java class, gate, main gate, from where the every process start. So it is an my main class in payments. And now we come to the configure class. Okay, configure class, not it's a package. So here I configured means the like we can say that the other tools, rather than the Spring Boot us provide many tools, but rather than that we need also such more tools. So here I made the configure class where I like a model mapper and the REST template and JSON. These three things I made in configure class. Okay. Then what I made? I made the constant. Yeah, this is also a package I made for this type of like which I use their variables, and now I use these variables anywhere in my this package. Because I don't want to make them many times. Just I want to make them a single time, and now I use it in everywhere. Okay. Then I made it this, the what type of the controller. Yeah, this is the main class. It is not that type of main, but it is the class which the take the response pass to service layer. From there he take the response, or mainly the get or post request or any other type of request, API request come and go. It is all from the controller layer. Here I made the controller layer. Okay. And as we can see that there is an payment service, means it take request, it send request to service layer, and from service layer it process our request, give us outcome. So the main thing is that never ever these main type of layers like controller layer or any other type like service layer, never make these layers to direct contact with the outer world. That if some any request coming from any outer source, then it never be come directly to controller layer, always try to make some other thing for that. So for that I make this Pojo, like it is it is an package where I make this two objects, Java objects, the order objects and the this the provide create order on, because controller have to need to deal with the outer world. So I don't want to make it a face of the outer world uh, just by his own. So I make this, if any request comes, any request go, it make objects or anything with the from first page Pojo, and then it's go to control layer, as we can see that here. Sorry, what happens? So here we can see that. Okay, this is the request body. Provide a create order. We can see that the create order request. Simply, it is first it create its object from a create order class, and then it just to make give me everything. Okay, and then we also see that the order, if it's any other use of it. And now we go to the controller DTU. So what is this? It is also an object class, okay, where I make the object, because anything in your system is protected from the outer layer, okay. Any service, any controller, anything don't deal directly with the outer systems, like out the request that comes from outer world. So for that we have to first make them uh, inside our system, that it is little bit protected from outer world. So for that I make this is DTO layer, like it is also dealing with the our database, okay. This layer deal with database, like database also not in our system, yeah, it is also outside the system. So because of that I made this layers that it make its deal with the our that database system, okay. Then what? Then this HTTP client and HTTP request. So this what is this use, what the use of HTTP client? So HTTP client is used to, first when we make any request, user any send any request anything API, so first it have to deal with this, like if it fail or if it pass or any other thing happens, all things happen first in this layer. So because of that our inner system is safe, okay. Every request have to deal with HTTP client util, every request. It like it what is doing, like it is handling every request, yeah, it is handling. So because of that, as we you can see that here I create a try catch block, and I handling the exceptions, yeah. It is because our request failed also, some unprobable answer also come from outside. So if it comes and our system fail, then what happens? So because of that I made this sorry, it is an HTTP, it is an payments.html, this package I made. And now this is also the same thing, I can say that the URL, the method, the request, the headers which I used in, like in token, when I create token I use these classes, okay, the both classes I used. Now we can go for the there here, it is a payments.paypal package. Here I make token response. So what is this? Listen, if you create any token request, for that every API have your information something, or so when it comes, like if this front end, if the other party send you the token, so that you accept, but where you store their information? For that I make this, the response come from outside, that response are stored in this. So for that I use these, and here I make some what here I made some objects, okay, and this get access token, simple, okay. Then I go to the pozo I already explained, okay, so no problem. Here the token service class, so in service I made the token service class, from where I pass our information, yeah, from where I pass our information, so to take a access token. So here this class I made for that, okay. I'm sorry for that, there is too much noise, I can't do anything for it, because it is outside of my house, it is there a temple. So I'm sorry for this, but we can see that this is a token service class. Here I make that HTTP client object, and JSON method, it is JSON for like if the information comes, so that come in JSON format, so you have to take in a convert it to Java string. So for that, like in Java language, so many things about, so many things I use this. And if we go through this, like the it is the first thing, if the access token is null, then simply we return null or anything. the where I end. Here I create a request. For request, I have to pass some what? I have to pass some that URL. So for that, I make this object. This object is in my local properties. Yeah, from here, this is the my token, my token URL. From there, I use it to where for here. Okay. What happens? Yeah. So now, array. So now from that I like it is I have to specify a bit type of request it is, so I specified that it is a post request. Then I write here the payload request payload, like okay what is this. If we go to suppose karo, if we go in post, here we can see in header, no in not header, in authentication. Yeah, it is not in authentication, so I think no sorry I have gone wrong. Yeah, we have to go here. This is the people from where I try to learn. Yeah, we can see that in headers there is a two things, the token type, okay, and here the best value. And we go to body. So body there is a grant type, and what is the grant type? This value grant credential. So these things are there, the grant type and the client credential. Okay, these things are also very important. And so we have to pass these things also, and then we try to pass client ID and client secret, by the help of which we get some token. Yeah, and after that the response entity string auth token response, here we access and store our response, mainly we can say that. Okay, so now what, now we go to some other. Okay, so what is this service? This is a service where I implement all type of services. Okay, this is my service implementation layer. Yeah, so here I token service, I created an object, and then you can see that the simply we pass some data. Okay, simply we pass some data, and then we get some token. Yeah, and you can see that the order DTO, previously see this class I think here. Yeah, we see this class. Yeah. So I explained many things about this class, so just go through that. And now the last one is our service layer interface. That these classes like interfaces, all there are or other many classes also who have to deal with the systems like these are little bit vulnerable classes or packages, so we have to make them the interfaces. Okay, first we make interfaces, and then we implement their services or their methods. The simple things are these. So because of that these classes are protected from the outer world. Okay, so this is the my all my project till now I made it. And uh, now I have to make some more things, learn some more things for above upcoming tasks, to complete above upcoming task and make some uh, good backend system to handle all the other things. Okay, thank you.